What's up, right? Welcome back to another YouTube video. You already know who it is. I don't even gotta tell who it is. But if you don't know who it is, my name is Matthew, also known as Matthew Untamable, King Untamable Pride. I go by many names. You can follow me on all social medias: Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and even Wattpad if you're on there. But I'm not going to talk too much. We're going to get right into this. If you like this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe to be part of the Pride, and let's go.
This is the scary game of Bloody Mary. According to the legend, you have to stand in front of your bathroom mirror and say Bloody Mary
I think
3
we all know
times in
this
a row.
story.
The story says this will summon her ghost. If you see her ghostly face in the mirror, you can have one of the
But have
following
anybody ever
consequences.
tried
Your
it?
eyes could be ripped out and your face could be horribly scarred. You could be found dead with claw marks all over your face and body. You could disappear mysteriously from your bathroom and end up trapped in the mirror with the ghost for eternity.
Would you stay home if your young daughter told you this? Just wait to the end. So it was no more than a week later that they had moved into a different family home that it happened. Annie had told her dad from the minute they moved into the house she didn't want to be there and she wanted to move again. To make her feel better, her parents had moved her bedroom twice already in the first week, but she still wasn't comfortable. It was during breakfast that morning that Annie's dad found cuts all up and down Annie's arms. He grabbed her arm and said, "What the hell have you been doing, Annie?" His little girl burst out crying. She said, "I keep telling you, Dad, we need to move, but you don't listen. The woman who lives here says she knows what you've done, Dad, and she's going to kill you. Every night she's come to get you, I stop her, and she scratches and cuts me. But I'm so tired, Dad, and she told me when Mummy and I leave the house this morning that no one will be here to stop her from killing you this time." This is why you should never trust what you take out of a vending machine. In 1985, the world was shocked as more than 10 people were poisoned from bottles straight out of vending machines. Now, what's worse, this was no accident, but the work of a serial killer.
That makes
and
sense.
It was well known as the vending machine murders. The killer poisoned dozens of bottles of juice and soda and hid them in vending machines throughout the country. And the poison used was a herbicide named paraquat. The bottles would usually be placed in the machine's dispensing chute, and when somebody bought a drink, they would end up with 2 bottles and accept the unexpected drink as a stroke of luck. Only after a few mouthfuls, nausea would set in, and a day or so later, their breathing would stop. Now, as you can imagine, this spread through the media so fast that it drew out copycat killers. And this led to some of those sick fucks even poisoning the milk in kids' schools. And even with all the investigations across the country, this is still an unsolved case. So just remember to always be careful of what you take out of a vending machine.
Oh shit.
This is why you should always check your attic. An 80-year-old woman named Jenny lived in this house for over 10 years. She had 2 kids that were 21 and 22 years old. Jenny lived all by herself, but she kept telling her 2 kids that there is something in the attic. Her 2 kids just said it's maybe just a possum or something, it's nothing to worry about. Jenny also complained that she would go to the grocery store, buy groceries, put them on the kitchen table, then she would fall asleep and wake up and the groceries would be gone.
Ew.
Her kids thought that maybe she was losing her memory because of her age, but her kids were horribly wrong. One day the neighbor came over to help Jenny fix a table. And as he was fixing this table, he heard something upstairs, like Jenny's been hearing. So the man decided that he was going to go check her attic for her. When the man went into the attic, he found a bunch of tables and chairs along with a bunch of groceries such as water bottles and applesauce, etc. And what he saw next will literally terrify you. He found a 60-year-old man who has been living in her attic for the last 2 years. Make sure to like and follow if you want more stories like this.
You're about to listen to one of the creepiest recordings on the internet. In 2013, a woman who lived alone kept waking up to these loud clicking sounds in her bedroom. So she went out and got an audio recorder and started recording her sleep. For the first month, she doesn't pick up anything other than normal sleeping sounds. And then one morning she gets up and listens to it and she hears herself sleep talking and someone talks back. After she uploaded it to the internet, experts confirmed that it was authentic and that she could not have made that voice.
Scary things that you should never ask Siri, part 1. Up first is Siri, are you trying to kill me? Siri will then reply with, sorry, then your first name, I don't really know. This is pretty creepy, especially because Siri is a full-blown AI. Next is Siri, do you watch me sleep? Siri will either reply with an instant no, or she will say, I know you don't like when I do, so I don't. Now if that doesn't give you chills, then I don't know what will. Finally, and this is definitely the most scariest one of all, ask Siri where to hide a dead body.
I'm
She will
dead.
then reply within the swamps, the dumps, a metal factory, mines and reservoirs, and dumpsters behind buildings. This is super scary, and it's just creepy that Siri knows where to hide dead bodies.
When you finish this video, you're going to Google 3 words. In 2014, a German man and his friends went on vacation to a seaside resort in Bulgaria. On the last day of his trip, he got in a fight with 4 other guys over a soccer match, leaving him with a perforated eardrum. A doctor prescribes him an antibiotic and advises him not to fly home the next day with his friends because a change in air pressure could further damage his eardrum. So, his friends take off the next day and he decides to stay one more night and checks into a cheap hotel. That night, his mother gets a distressing phone call from him where in a low whisper he says that 4 men are coming to kill him and that she should cancel all of his bank cards. Footage from that night in the hotel shows him pacing up and down the hallway and even hiding in an elevator. Early the next day, he heads to the airport, but before he goes through security, he does something truly unexplainable that was captured on camera and has been viewed millions of times across the internet. He stops, drops all of his things, turns around and sprints out of the airport yelling, "I don't want to die here," climbs a barbed wire fence, disappears into the forest, never to be seen again.
Here's why all twins are evil. This is Jennifer and June Gibbons, also known as the Silent Twins. These two weren't the average twins. They only communicated in a made-up language and refused to speak to anyone else. Their only bond was with each other. And when they grew up, strange things started to happen. They started committing crimes and planning murders together. This is why they were sent to a mental hospital for 11 years. In the mental hospital, they underwent secret experiments. And one day, Jennifer told June that one of them couldn't be alive anymore, and that she needed to kill herself to set her soul free. Days later, Jennifer hung herself at the mental hospital and left a note that read, "I'm finally free."
Phone numbers you should never call, part 12. Here's the phone number. This number belonged to a
This
hospital
shit's
for
crazy.
mentally insane people in the 1900s. The building one day caught fire and a lot of people were trapped inside, and a lot of them died. So the building has been abandoned ever since. But when you call that number, you can hear a very creepy recording of a woman. She greets you and talks to you with a creepy, disturbing background music, the one you can hear in a circus or something. Would you call the number?
What the fuck would I call them? Alright, that's it for this video. I'm out. You already know. Like, and subscribe. And we're going to talk later. Peace. P.S. No, I'm not high. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just excited. Because, you know when you get off work and you take that good nap. That's what I feel like. But, yes, I'm not drunk. I'll talk to you later. I'm out.